The Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra already delivers one of the best mobile camera systems out there, but shooting handheld sometimes can feel a little bit sleepy because of the nature of the smartphone, and because that it is simply a smartphone, it doesn't give you a lot of grip to be able to hold on to it. That is why the Telesin Fan Shot Master Grip for the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra comes into the picture. This transforms the S25 Ultra into a steadier, more camera-like pro physical features with a lot of physical controls, filter support, keeping everything very minimal and also easy to carry everywhere you go. My name is Abeku. Subscribe to the channel and let's roll. Let's look at the setup. And this one is very different from the Fan Shot magnetic grip that I already reviewed on this channel. I will leave that in the description box for you to watch the full review of this. So we look at the setup and filter adaptation. So the first thing you're going to do is that it comes with a case for the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. So what you're going to do is that you put the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, insert it inside the case, and that is very easy to do. I really like the case because it looks like a normal case that you're going to use for the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. It doesn't interfere with any of the buttons. It makes it even much more clickier and much more fun to use. Next thing that you're going to do is to look at the Fan Shot grip itself. This has two side layers over here, and also with the case you can see that it has two slots over here. So what you're going to do is that you just insert this inside the slot that you find at the back of the grip. If you look at the top over here, you can see that there's a button over here. So use this button to lock it. When you don't lock it, it can easily slide out like this. So what you're going to do is that you have to ensure that you lock it to secure the grip into the case. This becomes the Fan Shot grip. Very easy to set up. You can find the buttons that you're going to find over here. You have the control layers. You have all the physical dials that you're going to use. It's not heavy at all because it's really lightweight. And when you are out there recording or shooting with this is going to be really fun and great. You have a lens filter adapter that you're going to find with this Fan Shot that comes inside the box. One thing that I like about this is that this is 67mm filter thread. If you want to use a filter, that will make the smartphone usage more pro to use. So you just look at it like this and push it inside, and simply the setup is functioning now. The interesting thing is that because it comes with a 67mm filter adapter ring right out of the box, this means that you can use ND filters, you can use VND filters. So in this video, I'm going to use 4 different kinds of filters to set this up. I have a KNF concept filter, which is a 67mm filter. I use it for my Tamron 17 to 70mm f2.8 lens, which is the lens that I'm using in combination with the Sony ZV-10 to record this kind of video. I can easily screw it on like this, and easily I have a Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra with the Telesin Master Fan Shot grip. Easily I can use this one to control the exposure, and also when you are filming in pro mode, you should be able to use this one to control the amount of light that you use, and also to control the shutter that you set up for filming. With this, if you step up anywhere and you want to shoot in broad daylight at any point in time that you find yourself, this is going to be really great and masterful for your shot. Also, because that is a 67mm filter adapter, I can use a step-up ring to use other pro and bigger filters for this Galaxy S25 Ultra. I have this KNF 67mm to 77mm step-up ring, which I'm going to use on this adapter that you find on Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra Fan Shot over here. So once I screw it on like this, it becomes firm. Once I have this adapter over here, I can easily use a 77mm filter on this. Filter that I use most often for my Canon R6 II and my 24-105 lens, because it has a 77mm filter thread on it. I use this Haida CPL VND 2-in-1 filter. I screw it onto this, and now we have a pro filter that's adapted onto the Fan Shot Master Grip for the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. It doesn't feel heavy at all because it's really lightweight, and with pro filter like this, isn't going to be like the normal filters that you find for smartphones. These are pro gear that we use for professional settings, and I'm be able to use on my fan shot master grip that I have over here. A smartphone is always going to be a smartphone, and I mean there's no debate with it because of the digital nature of the way the images come out. With this, I have a black diffusion 77mm. You can easily slide it onto this. If I'm filming against human subjects, this black diffusion over here will help in softening the skin texture, eliminating the digital nature of the images that will come out of the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. More importantly, it also helps in blooming highlights and making it softer and beautiful. Now, relatively compared to the fan shot magnetic grip, you can see a huge difference that this makes. If you want to put it on, you just turn this on like this for about 2 to 3 seconds, and you see a blinking light over here. Then you go into the setting. You're also going to find the Telesin RC and connect it via Bluetooth. Once you pair with it, you turn on your camera like this. It means that everything is working over here. For still photography, the interesting thing is that if you have pressed on the shutter button, it's going to focus on the subject that you are focusing. You are using the back camera to film and double press this button over here, straight to the front. A slider that you're going to find over here, which you can easily use for zooming in and zooming up. You also have 1/4 screw mount that allows you to attach any other accessory that you want to attach with it. Easily screw this Manfrotto mini tripod onto this setup. And once I have it like this, especially when I'm trying to record myself in a setup of this nature, let's look at the build quality and design of the fan shot master grip for the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. It is made from ABS plastic, which is eco-friendly, and a silicone leather wrap. It feels premium to the touch and stays lightweight for as long as you use it on the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. The grip measures about 185 by 83.5 by 37.8 millimeters, so it is compact enough for a bag or even for a jacket. Inside the grip, we have a 300 mAh battery that powers over 10,000 short press per charge, and it charges pretty fast using a USB-C charger with a USB port over here. The unboxing experience, you're going to find a warranty card and also a paper that gives you an illustration of how to set it up, which is pretty simple and easy. You're going to find the master grip itself. You're also going to find the case for the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. You're also going to find the 67mm filter adapter ring, and finally you're also going to have a strap. The box is really streamlined, very beautiful, nice packaging. Price, the base kit which I have over here is made up of the case, the adapter ring, and the master grip. It's approximately around $89, which is a fair price for whatever you're getting out of this. But if you want to get other filters with this as a bundle, you're going to get around $113 and then $138. For me, I wouldn't recommend that you buy that bundle, because with a step-up ring like this, you'll be able to adapt series of filters onto this so that you can have a pro-like experience, pro features from your filters that you have for your professional work onto your smartphone. And let's look at the cons as well as the pros. There's only one con that I find with this, and that has to do with the fact that I wish the case had something like a MagSafe that you can adapt other accessories like Telesin's own magnetic adapter and ring light on it. So for example, you have this kind of ring light that you find for the fan shot magnetic grip, but I don't see any kind of magnet built into the case that you can easily adapt something like a ring light of this nature onto this, which would have been so great, especially for the fact that in low light situation when you are shooting, the pros outweighs the con. So with the pros, it has a great ergonomic build, which is comfortable, especially with the way it looks like a DSLR or mirrorless like experience. It has also a smooth switching between the front and the back camera, especially when you use the shutter button over here. And also it has a long battery life. The fact that it has a 67mm filter thread and adapter, you can easily expand the kind of filters that you want to use on this. So who is this for? This is meant for mobile filmmakers, for vloggers, for travel shooters, for content creators who want to have a lot of control over the cameras that they find with the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. The Telesin fan-shot master grip does not just make the Galaxy S25 Ultra easy to hold, it changes the way a person is able to shoot the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. If you look at my social handles, you realize that I use the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra to film a lot of my videos. I use it as my basic vlogging as well as travel camera. I use it to shoot all my deck setup videos that I share onto my social platforms. If you want to take your mobile content creation seriously, this fan-shot master grip for Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra from Telesin is a must-have. If you enjoyed the video, can you subscribe to the channel? My name is Mbego. I'm going to see you in the next video. Peace out.